everyone, welcome back to this week's Trader Joe's Taste Test, where my husband and I are going to be trying all the new items that hit the shelves this week at Trader Joe's. So we can't wait to get into it. There's a bunch of stuff that is sitting in front of us right now. So without further ado, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get right into eating.
All right, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up the moonlight.
The first thing we're gonna knock right off the list is gonna be the brand new gluten-free pumpkin raviolis. These don't take very long to cook at all. In fact, I just stove-topped them for about 3 to 4 minutes and they came out perfect. The sauce I chose was a creamy tomato pomodoro pasta with some Parmesan. They're from Costco. So I just felt like that creamy tomato sauce would pair well.
Right off the bat, I noticed that they're very soft texture-wise, but let's go ahead and see how they taste.
Okay.
Those are pretty good. Those are definitely taste the same, I feel like, as a regular non-gluten-free pasta ravioli. I really wouldn't be able to tell you that there was a difference between the two.
Yeah, I feel like the pasta itself, the gluten-free part of it, is very good, and it doesn't have much difference, like Tim said. It is a little trickier to cut into because it has a little bit more of a like gummy texture. It kind of, it doesn't want to tear, it just kind of want to stretch, if that makes sense. But it doesn't affect the flavor or texture or taste of it at all. Now, as for the inside, the first thing I tasted was like a cinnamon flavor. That like really took over my flavor palette. And then I slowly started to taste the pumpkin, and there are actual like chunks of pumpkin in there too. So you kind of have something to chew on when you bite in. It's not just all soft. And I enjoyed that. I do think it was a little too sweet for me. Like it wasn't sweet, but it had like those sweet notes of it because of the cinnamon. And for me, I'd more prefer a savory pumpkin ravioli than like a sweet pumpkin ravioli, if that makes sense. But I think there's the right sauce for this, like a brown butter sauce that people make all the time, and it's delicious. I think that would pair really well with this.
Personally, I think that the ravioli was pretty good. The main flavor that I got was pumpkin and some spices. Maybe it was like cinnamon, like you said. It says that it has cheese on the inside. I didn't taste any of the cheese, but I do think that this was a great alternative ravioli to the traditional non-gluten-free ravioli options.
Yeah, I agree. I do think, as far as the cheese goes, I think you get the creaminess from the cheese more than anything, but that cinnamon flavor, it's good. It gets you good. We're gonna move on. Do you want to wash something down with some beer?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, which one do you want to start with? We've got 3 of them here today. So, honey, you want to do the honors and picking?
Yeah, let's do the Octoberfest lager. I just feel like this is gonna be the lightest one in the group. So this is the Societe Octoberfest Fest Beer. It's a lager, 4.6% alcohol. And, ooh, it's a fizzy. Hopefully this is as good as that Oktoberfest we had. Was that last week?
That was last week, yeah. It was really good. Here we go. That's really light.
It is.
It almost has, it has less of like that Oktoberfest type of flavor to it. Almost like hints of like apple in there, to be honest.
Oh, interesting.
Right?
Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, maybe like apple or pear.
Yeah.
It does have like that fruitiness.
But honestly, this tastes to me kind of like a light beer, like a glorified Coors Light or something.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, right when I tasted it, I was like, this tastes so much like Coors Light.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a light beer. If you're somebody that wants a light beer, this is probably going to be perfect for you because it is so light, and it's does not make me think of Oktoberfest at all.
No, I don't get any type of October feelings, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, we're moving on to the baked sheep's milk ricotta cheese. This one has herbes de Provence with them, so it's probably gonna be really good. I think this cheese looks a little funky though. I'm not gonna lie, this looks kind of spooky. This might be a good Halloween cheese.
Almost looks like a spider.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
And just a warning, don't do that because there's liquid. There's liquid in there, and I just spilled it all over the place. So I have just some plain sea salt crackers that I thought we could try some of the cheese on. So,
thank you.
Cracker.
It's like chicken.
I know. I was just gonna say that. I'm not gonna lie. I was slicing the cheese, and it looks like a turkey
chicken
or
breast.
yeah, like some kind of meat, and it's weird. But anyway, we're gonna try this and see how it tastes. Right away, I get the herbs de Provence. If you put your nose to it, you can smell it. If you don't know the seasoning of that, it's like rosemary, lavender, or maybe not lavender, thyme, like a bunch of those really yummy herbs that you get during Thanksgiving, kind of. And I feel like that's really good. It was like the nose, I smelled it first, and it made the cheese taste better to me, but the cheese doesn't have much flavor. Did you get much flavor from the cheese?
I had to put the cracker down because I couldn't taste the cheese at all in my first bite. But what I will say, when I tried it straight, very light, very mild. Yes, you get the rosemary, all the seasonings and whatnot, but I also got a hint of lemon in there. Did you taste that as well? So there's a tiniest little taste of lemon in there, and it adds to like the freshness of it. So this isn't going to be an overpowering cheese. I was a little hesitant knowing that it is a sheep's milk ricotta, but ultimately didn't overpower any type of flavors that were there.
Yeah, I feel like the sheep's milk is just kind of like, it doesn't have much to it. And honestly, I wish I could say this is like such a creamy, dreamy cheese, but it's not. It's not very creamy. It kind of has a strange texture, honestly. It's a little like rubbery, like chewy a little bit, but it also, you can chew it just fine and it melts in your mouth, but it's hard to explain. It's just not, I'm not the biggest fan of the texture, but I do love that the herbs that they have in there. It does make this cheese way better. Otherwise, it just would be kind of flavorless. But I think you could probably put this on a sandwich and it would be pretty good.
Yeah, I think if you can figure out how to make this the complementary flavor, it would probably be really good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just fine. Like nothing crazy, nothing bad. Just okay.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, we're moving on. So, do you want to try another beer?
Yes, I do. Gosh darn it.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and move on now to the Mother Earth Hop Monster Hazy IPA.
Ooh, we're doing that before the pumpkin?
Yeah, we sure are, because I remember the pumpkin one, and it tastes really pumpkin-y.
Okay.
Wasn't my favorite. But this one, it's awesome. Mother Earth has some really good beers, but this one's 7.3% alcohol by volume. So I think it's going to have probably a good flavor and some potency to it, too, as well.
Flavor.
So we'll try this one next.
Are you going to talk about the label?
I mean, you're the label gal. You love to talk about it. But yeah, it's a hop monster. It looks like it's like a monster truck or some type of truck that's turned into like a monster.
Yeah.
So
the monster's taking over the truck.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah. It's perfect for Halloween.
Yeah, it's perfect for Halloween.
Speaking of Halloween, go check out Tim's website where he posts all of his shirts. He's put a few new shirts on it this year, and I've been giving him some good ideas for some cutesy ones for us girlies that want the cutie stuff. But yeah, you can check that out on the link
HespeDesigns.com. Yep, HespeDesigns.com.
Yep. All right. Let's give this a go.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, that is good.
That is good.
That's really good.
Yep. It's very much of a hazy IPA and that like creamy type of
fruity
a little bit flavor to it. And definitely a fan of this beer, that's for sure.
Yeah, I will say I've tasted this beer before many times. This is a very traditionally true to a hazy IPA flavor profile. Like Tim said, the creaminess there, it's very fruity and has like just a really nice flavor to it, and you can taste that there is a lot of flavor going on. So it's not just like compared to this one, like I could go back and taste this and it will probably taste like water after having this. So I definitely like that. It's good.
Good. I like it.
I think we're already into the sweets because you know what time it is. This time of year,
it's fall, baby.
I mean, we just did the Aldi taste test, and let me just tell you, that was a lot of sweets. We ended up having to cut it short because we were like, no, we cannot do any more. It was too sweet, and I don't know. This one, not too many yet.
No, not too bad.
We haven't hit the holiday sweets yet from Trader Joe's. That's when it just gets completely insane. So I'm noticing right away, this granola has little dried bits of apple in there along with the granola bits itself. So you're getting a little combo, which is unusual for granola. It's usually just all in a cluster. These are kind of separated. So, did you get one?
I got a pretty big cluster, but...
Did you get like an apple chunk? Because they're kind of just separated in here. So
I guess I don't really have any.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. It tastes just like an apple granola bar. Like from the granola bars we used to eat as kids.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of that. It's good. It has like a really nice appley flavor.
Very much.
I like the dried apple in there. Totally elevates it a lot, in my opinion, because it gives it a little bit of that chew too. But that dried apple packs a punch in the flavor department, and if you like that really appley flavor, you get it in this. So I think this is really yummy. Great for yogurt, or even maybe like topping on like a trifle or something. If you wanted to do like a yogurt trifle, that might be good.
I have no idea what trifle is, but I do think that there's like a tart apple flavor to it that definitely stands out. I like it. Don't really eat granola very much, but I think that if you do, this is a great option if you want to add some apple flavor to your granola.
Yeah, I agree. It's funny because we don't eat granola. I have a pantry that has the whole back shelf with like 10 bags of granola that I bought because Trader Joe's keeps coming out with new ones, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this granola? I'll figure it out one day. I'm going to use it for something.
We're going to make homemade granola bars, I think.
Oh, we could do that, actually. That's a good idea. Okay, let's move on to the flavored marshmallows. And what's great about these marshmallows is they are vegan or vegetarian because it's not vegan. The sugar is not organic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. But
what type of flavor does it have, honey?
it's maple.
Oh, okay.
Maple flavor, and I can eat it, and that's all I care about because there's no gelatin in
Yes.
this. So. Okay, I'm already smelling a ton of maple when I open this bag.
Oh, yeah.
They are mapley. There you go.
All right, thank you. Can I make a random comment here?
That's what you do best.
I
babe.
know, I really do. I feel like silly, but those smell to me like the smell of a fog machine. Yep, I know. If you know, you know. Maybe you don't
I
know.
don't know.
Maybe I'm the only one. But here we go.
I don't know.
It's mapley.
Yeah. As someone in my comments said, somebody that has watched me for years, she was like, you don't like maple. You didn't like it last year. You don't like it this year. Touche. I just don't think maple is my cup of tea as much. I mean, there's some things I like. The maple popcorn, which they're not bringing back this year, delicious. The maple ice cream, delicious. The maple marshmallows, they're okay. Like, they're just, I'm not even a marshmallow person, so I don't trust my judgment. I don't really like marshmallows, but the maple flavor is nice. I mean, it adds like a little bit of a difference to a typical marshmallow, and I think it might be really good in like a hot cocoa, or if you wanted like a mapley coffee with some marshmallow. Do people put marshmallows in coffee?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think they do either, but maybe it's a trend that needs to happen. I don't know.
Maybe Trader Joe's is trying to start the trend.
Yeah.
I don't know necessarily what prompted them to make the marshmallows maple flavored. I'm sure that there's some. Are you okay?
That's just a funny statement. I don't know what prompted them to.
I don't know, but however you choose to do it, I think probably like a hot chocolate, like hot cocoa, something like that has that you want to add maple flavor to. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I mean, for me, I'm a pass on this as well, but we'll figure out how to use them. You
know, they do really fun boards for the holidays or like the winter season where they'll do like a hot cocoa board. These would be perfect on there because then you can add a little flair, a little pizzazz to your hot cocoa board. And I think kids will love those too. I think Benson will love them. But for me, I'm just going to go ahead and pass on those.
Yep, me as well.
Okay, we're getting into the Fudgy bonbons with chocolate sprinkles called Brigadeiros. Apologize if I said it wrong, but it's a Portugal product, and they are so freaking cute. I saw them in the little package, and I was like, oh, they're little cute ones. But I will tell you, I have a little rant. The packaging, it's sealed. There's like, it's a tray, right? With the little bonbons in the tray, and then it's sealed with a plastic top. And it has an outer edge that you can pull to open it. Well, the whole edge came off and it was still perfectly sealed. So I was like, gotta get the scissors out and cut it open. Okay, let's try it.
All right, let's just eat it, okay?
These are fudgy. These are beyond chocolatey. Like,
wow.
if you have a chocolate tooth,
chocolate tooth?
like a sweet tooth, but a chocolate tooth.
Yeah.
whoa. Like, I took half of a bite. It took me probably a minute to finally, like, chew and swallow it because it's thick.
She did.
Yeah. So, anyway, delicious. So chocolatey, though. I honestly only think I'm going to have half because it's too chocolatey. So, do you want my other half?
No, I don't. You know, I will say, these tiny little bonbons, they're so small that you're like, oh, I'm going to destroy these things. Man, they are dense. They have a lot of chocolate flavor to them.
Yeah,
So-
they definitely take over. I think this would be a really cute little treat to put if you have like a bowl of vanilla ice cream. And you just put one of these on top. And people will be like, gosh, you only gave me one of these? But then they'll bite into it like, oh, okay. So it's like
It
a
goes a
tiny
long way.
little mouse bite for each bite of ice cream.
Yeah.
And then you'll finish the bonbon by the end. But yeah, what can I say? They're so chocolatey. They're delicious. They're perfect for the holidays. So good job, Trader Joe's, once again.
Yeah.
Bringing out the crazy goodies right now.
Yeah, I feel like we need to wash it down with yet another beer.
Yeah,
What do you
let's
think?
do. Let's do the
Okay.
pumpkin beer because
All right.
we're about to try the last two items while Tim's getting the beer ready are the gluten-free chocolate chip cookies, which this is how they turned out. Super cute. And by the way, that cookie dough is not edible, so do not eat it. I read the thing and it was like, don't eat it. A lot of cookie doughs these days, they make them edible. Not this one. And then we also have the apple cinnamon bun pastry that I cannot wait. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I put it in the oven for a little bit, made it nice and warm. But let's wash down that bonbon before we get into the other stuff.
Yes, we're now moving on to the KRBC, which stands for Kern River Brewing Company. This is the pumpkin ale. And Katie thinks this is the first time we're trying it. I'll tell you otherwise.
That's not true. I know we've tried it before.
Oh, you have? You
yeah, I
did?
just didn't remember if we liked it. Yeah, I guess you're right. We didn't like it.
Yeah. It's very pumpkin-y. It doesn't lack on the pumpkin flavor.
It's not terrible, though.
It isn't terrible, but I feel like for us, once we got past that like prime pumpkin season, it sat in the fridge for a little bit. We just it went past its prime, past
we
its.
found a lot of good ones last year. That's probably why.
Maybe. It might have been 2 years ago. Honestly, I don't quite remember.
Yeah,
but this
I don't
one is
know.
it's middle of the road. It's not one we would go back and buy again unless we forgot about it.
Yeah.
But it's all right. It's all right.
That's okay. All right, we're gonna move on. Now that we had our little pumpkin beer to wash down the bonbon, we're moving on to the apple cinnamon bun, and I can't wait to try it. It smells so good. Tim and I are sharing a half because these are massive, but they look so good. So there's like cinnamon bun roll on the outside, and then the inside has like a little apple pie filling.
Oh my gosh, it
So
smells
good.
so good.
Oh my gosh. Mmm. Who thought of this to mix apple and cinnamon bun together? Honestly,
A genius.
I think we forgot there was a taste test rolling because we've just been sitting here eating. Oh my gosh.
Honestly, that's good. It tastes like an apple pie and a cinnamon roll.
I don't know. I don't know, guys. Don't buy it if you're tempted because these are too easy to eat. They're really good, and they're not like the bonbon where you can only have one bite and you're like, oh, that's it. These are like, where's the second one? We need to bake it. I want to have more. But yeah, these are delicious. So good. And I'm going to be sad when they're gone because I'm telling you right now, these are seasonal. They're going to have a really short life. And hopefully maybe they'll make a comeback around the holidays again, like November time, because people are going to want them.
Yeah, I really like this. I can't deny it. But I'm gonna be critical, and I'm gonna say I think that the breading is a little it leaves a little bit to be desired. I think if there was a little bit more cinnamon in the bread itself, I think it'd be a little bit better. But that's not to take away from how good it is. I think it's really great. If you like apple, if you like cinnamon rolls, I think this is a great combination of the two.
Yeah, I appreciate that feedback because I agree. I think there could have been a little bit more cinnamon, honestly.
Yeah.
After having those raviolis, those had more cinnamon than the cinnamon bun. Okay, we're going to try the last thing, which is the gluten-free cookie. And I'll tell you right now, these are packed with chocolate chips. There are so many chocolate chips on this cookie that I feel like most of it is chocolate chips and not cookie.
And this is soft.
Yeah,
too.
it's soft. I'm ready to bite into it.
All right. I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh, I like it. I think it's really good.
I think it's the rest of the cookie, not the chocolate chips. Chocolate's great. There's something else that just isn't doing it for me.
Interesting.
You really like it,
I think they're great.
Yeah, I was hoping it was going to be great. I'm just
I personally think they have a really good flavor. I like that the top and bottom crisped up just a tad, but then you bite into it, it's nice and soft, ooey and gooey. And I think the flavor is right on point. You got, like, it's not too sweet, and it has, like, you know, all cookies have a little salt in it. You can kind of taste a little bit of that salt, but it's not salty, don't get me wrong. It's just like that good balance between that salt enhancing the flavor of the cookie. I really like these. I think they're excellent, and I would want to be able to tell you if they're gluten-free or not if I had one. I think they're really good. All right, so that is it. We finished the video. We got through it all, and all of it was pretty dang good this week, so I'm happy that it was not the repeat of last week's beer cheese. No thank you. But I do have a question for you guys. My question is, what is it that you look forward to on the weekends?
Me first?
Yeah.
I would just say having time together, going out. We have a lot of times we're out in the neighborhood, the kids are playing together, everyone's just having a good time and carefree. It might be simple, but it's those simple times that you just get to let loose and have fun. I think that's probably what I look forward to the most.
Yeah, I agree totally. I think that there is just something special about weekends that we can cherish and like enjoy the time together as a family, and also stay up a little later, you know, get something to eat outside of our house because we mostly cook at home, but it's always fun to like run out and get a pizza, or Benson's favorite In-N-Out. So we splurge on the weekends and go somewhere to get food. So I think just like those little memories and traditions and like things that we do are my favorite for the weekend. And with that, that is it for this week's video. So I hope you liked it. Go watch my other videos. I have a pesto video out. I have the Aldi videos, which are really fun. And next week, I'll have another Trader Joe's video for you guys. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!